Okay, so now that we have the Anaconda installed, let's see how to open our Jupyter notebook, which is going to be the IDE we'll be using for this course, for this short class. Okay, so to do this, all you have to do is go to your Start menu. You're going to see an Anaconda 3 folder. Click on the drop down and then click on the Anaconda navigator. It is going to load and open a navigator like this, where which you just click the launch and your Jupyter notebook is going to be opened. When your Jupyter notebook is opened, it will require a browser that's going to pop up your local host directory like this. If you will not be using this method, a far more simpler one which I use personally, which I recommend, is going to your Start options, your Start menu. Click on the drop down, the same Anaconda 3 folder, and you're going to see a Jupyter notebook Anaconda 3 environment. When you click on it, it is going to launch open a server. It's going to launch open a server that looks just like this. And after this server is launched, it's going to open in the browser just in this manner. That way, you have your notebook ready for you. You have your Jupyter notebook directory ready for you to begin your work. So what you're going to do first is to create a new folder. You can create a new folder this way. You click on new and see you're creating a new folder. Once that folder has been created, it will be named with the Untitled. That's what's going to be Untitled. To rename it, you click the tick button beside the ticket and rename. There you can change the name. So I'm going to just change this to 00 Data Analysis with Pandas. I'm putting the 0 so it would fall at the top. So I have it somewhere around here. Oh, awesome. So you can see Data Analysis with Pandas. To open it, click on the folder. You'll see that the notebook here, this folder is empty. To create a Python file so that you can start typing the code, you click on new, you go to Python 3. It's going to open a new notebook in a new tab. Okay, so depending on the system you're using, it might take a while, but it's not supposed to take as much as it's doing right now. Okay, so when you launch that notebook, you're going to see something like this. This is the Jupyter notebook interface where you're going to be using to type your. This is the Python notebook, which is referred to as IPYNB, Interactive Python Notebook. So you can see that this notebook is untitled. I can click on the untitled name and give it the name. So 01, say Jupyter Introduction, and then I click rename. That way I have the notebook renamed. We can do some quick codes in it. I can just type 1 + 1 and I will click run, and I will have 2 as my output. I can have 2 times 3. I'll click run and I have my output as 6. These cells are code cells. We can have markdown cells. I can use print to type a word, say hello analyst. When I run that, I get hello analyst. So this, what I used to run here was a shortcut. I would advise you go to the help, you see the keyboard shortcuts, and you can use that, and you see your shift enter, control enter, alternate enter. Go through it and see which of the shortcuts you do love to use. And then for your markdown cells, if I don't want this to be a code cell, I will just click this and change this to a markdown. Then I could type sentences, hashtags, and just say this is a heading, and then I could run that and I'll get markdown like this is a heading. I change the next one to Markdown. I could type simple sentences. Ali is a boy. So these are headers and notes you could write while using your notebook. Thank you. See you in the next module where we're going to start typing codes in our Jupyter notebooks.